Okay. Hey y'all, we are the Rosharon Frenchie breeders. Home of the 3K pup baby. Home of the 3K pup baby. Home of the 3K pup baby. And y'all, we are back again for another episode. Trust, please stop, baby. Of Married Mom Entrepreneur Live. Y'all, Trust is telling me to stop talking. Imagine your 2-year-old toddler doesn't want you to talk, but they're
Trust.
always talking and learning new things. Let me put the question of the day in the chat. How deep is your love?
You want
Do
fish?
you love yourself? How deep is your love? And others. How deep is your love? Do you love yourself and others? Y'all, let's talk about it. What is up, Hayden? Okay, y'all, we have such a great topic today. I'm actually very excited to talk about it. Let me here. Babe is not feeling well. Sorry, babe. There you go. Babe has a slight headache. My baby. I have one too. Just very slight.
Yeah, I just took painkillers, so I'll see.
Okay. As you guys know, my husband is still recovering from his eye surgery, but we are out working. Okay, bills still have to get paid. I actually just completed a hiring event training today, which was 4 hours long. But y'all, it was so good. I have no regrets. Probably the best professional training I've ever had in my life for executive management positions and leadership positions in the healthcare industry. Y'all, it was so amazing. Babe watched the boys for me. What, for the first 2 hours? Yeah, for the first 2 hours. And then he had to go to a follow up appointment for his health. And then I had the boys. I had the boys for the last 2 hours. It was a challenge, but we got through it. But shout out to Peyton in the chat. Peyton, would you like to mod for us? I've always wanted to ask you that, but I wanted to give some disclaimers first because we don't want to just block any and everybody at first glance when they say something rude. We do understand we're content creators. People will be rude, y'all. It's inevitable. People will be rude. People will say things that sometimes are still. Uh oh, they say reconnecting. Okay, we're back. But we still want to create an environment where people feel comfortable to share. Okay, so we do want you to mod, but we don't want you to just block people unnecessarily. Okay, and okay, so Peyton is now a moderator. I will let Blissful Fun know that you are a moderator. Let me put it in the chat too. Peyton has been with us for a while, y'all, and she loves our sons. Okay, so let us know if the service is like a little hazy. I still want to stay consistent. I still want to stay consistent, even though baby's feeling well. I'm not feeling well. We're in the car. The service might not be so great. The weather isn't doing the best either. As you guys know, we are in hurricane season. But y'all, that's not the topic of the day. Hi, Kai Kai. The topic of today is how deep is your love? Do you love yourself and others? Because there are so many things that have happened to us in life, in marriage, in parenthood, now in business, that some of it we've talked about, some of it we haven't talked about. And I know the I guess the most recent business challenge has been charity now becoming available. And we haven't really made an opportunity to talk about why or how that situation came about. But I know Babe isn't feeling so well, so I don't know how much he'll be able to contribute to the conversation. But the reason why I wanted to have the conversation about how deep is your love is because Yeah, I feel like respect is a word that people kind of like throw around. And what I've been feeling lately and sensing lately is that people expect you to read their minds, or people might watch a video or two and think that they know everything there is to know about you, your family, your business, your marriage. And y'all, that's just so not true. I don't know why people are uncomfortable with having uncomfortable conversations, because if I want to know something, how I was raised is, if I want to know something about Babe, I just go to Babe and ask Babe. I'm not going to go to people that I think know Babe. I'm not going to go to people who I've seen Babe talk to. I can just go to him. He's right here. If I want to know my husband's favorite color, why would I ask somebody else? Babe, what's your favorite color?
Black or white?
Boom. Simple. Like, it probably took what, 10 seconds? It took me 10 seconds to ask my husband that question. And I feel like when people throw around the word respect, right? What's up? What's up, Bliss? Peyton is a moderator now, Bliss. I gave her the spiel, but I want you to give her your spiel. I did tell her, don't block people unnecessarily. Try to give people an opportunity. We do understand people are not so nice. They can be mean, rude sometimes, but we try to create an environment where people can share openly, right? I think that's why people prefer live streams and chats, so that they can voice their opinions. So we want to give people an opportunity to do that. But y'all, let's go back to respect. Okay, charity is now available. My husband went out of town to bury his uncle. He left Thursday. He came back Sunday. We did not go with Babe as a family, although we could have gone, but we stayed back to make sure that Charity would go home and have the proper send off, even though my husband wouldn't have been home to help me, right? So, for those of you who might not know the situation, even if the family is watching, you know, we are going to share our ideas respectfully and openly, because we have a very transparent business, and we're not new to sharing how we feel respectfully. But long story short, Charity was a singleton puppy. Charity was reserved at 2 weeks old. And y'all, listen, that's God. That's God telling me not to speak on it, so I won't. Right?
I mean, I still want us to speak on it, whether it's today, whether it's tomorrow, whether it's later on. I still want us to speak on it because I feel again like when people say about respect, like they gotta respect the hard work and effort and sleepless night that we put into our business also.
That's
You
true.
understand? And there's one thing I want to say. When you called me and we was talking while I was in Jacksonville getting ready for us to bury my uncle, I made I told you something. I said, babes, if you go to a if we go to the dealership right now, right?
Yeah.
And buy this Toyota Highlander. So we drive in a Toyota Highlander. We go to the dealership, and guys, I want you guys to give me your opinion. And I'm being straightforward and honest, but respectful at the same time.
Yeah.
All right. And I want y'all give me all the honest opinion, because that's not how people do business. Again, we can't control what people do. It's fine.
Yeah.
But listen to me. If we go to the Toyota dealership now, okay, listen carefully, and we say we want this Toyota Highlander,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Toyota said for this brand new Toyota Highlander, it will cost you $55,000, right?
Today.
Today,
Yeah.
we buy it, we put down 10,000. They give it to us.
Yeah.
Whatnot, we do paperwork. Cool.
Yeah.
That's today. In 2-3 weeks, the same Toyota Highlander, right? Toyota put them on sale for, or a month later, let's say a month later, the same Toyota Highlander for 55, they drop it down to maybe, let's say, 45,000. I don't know the reason why they drop it to 45, right? But they drop it to 45,000. Do you think I could go to the dealership and tell them that we just bought a Highlander last month for $55,000 and now, right? And now you're selling it for 45? No,
Yeah,
that's how business
business work.
works. You
Yeah,
understand? I can't go back to the dealership and say, "Oh, last month I bought a Toyota Highlander from you, brand new for 55, and now you're selling it for 45,000." I can't do that. So the point I'm trying to get across is people gotta respect our price. Okay, we're running a veteran-owned business LLC, right?
yeah,
And we could flex how we decide to flex with our price.
yeah. It
We are going to take the loss, but not only that, we're going to file it in our taxes also because the business is registered,
true.
right?
Yeah,
Even if the business wasn't registered, let's say the business wasn't registered, it wasn't an LLC, it just wasn't registered, and we still decide to 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 flex on our price, that's still, it's still up on us. We take the loss, we taking the responsibility. So the point I'm trying to get across is people got to respect people business and hard work that they put into.
yeah.
Because I'm gonna be honest with you guys, at this point in time, I can't even say, maybe my wife could say, I can't even say the exact amount of money we put into our business already, right?
Over 6 figures.
So
Yeah,
so when we say, oh, a French Bulldog costs 4 plus this time,
it's undervalued.
it's undervalued already. And then it's a reason why we decide, okay, we're gonna go down on the price, right?
Yeah,
We taking the loss again. So we don't want nobody to feel no kind of way and hold any grudges if you ever bought a French Bulldog for 3 or 4 thousand and then we drop the price a month or two later and feel like, you see what I'm saying?
we're
Risk,
doing y'all
give,
wrong. Yeah,
yeah, nobody doing nobody wrong. Because let me tell you, the singleton leader we had with Charity, the other leader we had with the singleton leader we had with Charity, the leader we had with Zuri,
yeah.
those two leaders alone.
Well, and Dream had 7. We
I'm
lost 3,
I'm not
so we
even
lost
talking about
money.
Dream yet.
No, I'm just saying we lost so much money.
I know. So Charity and Zuri
Yeah,
alone, that leader together alone,
yeah,
the money we spend, the price we selling those three puppy, we ain't even,
but
well,
it's
actually one
embarrassing.
one even passed.
Yeah,
You understand?
it's
So
embarrassing.
so when we decide we selling a puppy for this price, and 1 or 2 months later or a month later, whatever it is, we decide we're going down on our price, like nobody shouldn't get in their feelings or feel no type of way or feel disrespectful. You understand what I'm saying? Because again, if you had go to the dealership and bought a Toyota Highlander this today for 55, you can't go back to the dealership and say, excuse me, sir, I just bought a Highlander today for 55. And 1 month later, how come you all drop it for 45? They would just watch you and shake their head like.
But it's and it this just came to me. It's not even the same litter.
But guess what
That's
happened?
that's what's so crazy.
But
It's
guess
not
what
even the
happened?
same litter,
But
and those
guess
puppies are older.
but guess what happened? You wouldn't even go back to the dealer and ask them.
Well, some people might. Then listen,
Like
some people might.
it's business.
It is business, but I want to give some background and history for people who might be joining, who might not understand what we're talking about or why my husband is so frustrated. Rightfully so. He should be frustrated. I just have, I guess, a better way of displaying my frustration. But him as the man, him as our director of operations, he's with the dogs every day. Y'all were seeing me with the dogs in the morning, taking care of them in the morning. But y'all, he's with them every day. Uh, we show y'all a lot, but there's so much we don't show y'all. So for background, okay, let me break down what has happened, what is happening. Charity was a singleton puppy. We had an outside stud. Charity's litter cost us way more to produce her than the actual puppy sale in itself. So we were already losing money by breeding Charity. We were already at a loss by breeding Charity. We did not price Charity at $4,330 because she was a singleton puppy. We had agreed that in year 2 of our business, we would aim to make more income, and we would price our litters moving forward at the $4,000 price point because of the quality of dogs that we would be breeding this year, right? So yes, we're home with a 3K pup, but we knew we had Dreams last, I know it's paused. We knew we had Dreams last litter, her retirement litter coming up, and we knew who we were going to breed Dream to. We knew it was going to be an exotic litter. We knew we had, that's why it was priced at 4,330.
When you're done, let me say something quick
Okay.
before we get there.
And then Daydream, we knew we were breeding Daydream, who is also exotic in a try, to a full fluffy. And we knew we had to pay for a stud fee. That's why her litter was priced at 4,330. Zuri, same thing. All of the dogs were priced at $4,330 blindly before we even saw a puppy. So we never, again, we never want somebody to feel slighted as to why this person paid this person. That's business. That's business. And also, I'm gonna make it quick. And also, we did not price Charity at a $4,000 price point because she was a singleton. The prices, our price strategy had already been determined since last year. so so this is the reason why I wanted to talk about how deep is your love, and do you love yourself and love other people, is because y'all, as long as you're doing, sometimes as long as you're doing everything that somebody wants you to do, they love you, they respect you, they honor you, whatever. The moment you stand up for yourself, stick up for yourself, and say, these puppies are underpriced. We are putting in a whole lot of work to produce these litters, to plan these litters, to breed. We're taking away time and money that we could be investing in something else to run this business, right? The moment you say, I'm going to increase my prices, people then sometimes have a problem with it. But it's okay. Everybody will not be your customer. It's okay. I have experience in that as well, doing hair. As long as you giving out stuff for free, you doing this for people, you doing that, nobody has a problem. The moment you start charging, not even what you're worth, but the moment you start increasing your value and now displaying yourself as a professional business, now it becomes a problem. When other people have to meet your sacrifice, when other people have to meet a little sacrifice with sacrifice, it becomes a problem. But the reason why my husband is so upset is because the rude email that we received from the family, and I will say it, I won't expose details of the email, but I didn't even show him the email.
Let me say something quick because I come
Okay,
down.
go ahead.
So what I wanted to say, we we as breeders, right? We charge one flat price, right? That's what we do. But you have a lot of breeders. You get a puppy from the same litter. You could pay 2,000 for this puppy,
That's true.
5,000 for this puppy, 12.
That's true.
Look,
And
right now
we've
we
never
never
run business that way.
exactly.
Yeah.
Right now I have couple breeders. I look at them. The same litter. This puppy
Yeah.
costs 5,000. This puppy costs 12,000.
Yeah.
This puppy costs 2,005.
Yeah.
Right from the same
But we
litter,
try to
and
have
I
standard
respect that
pricing, which
because
yeah.
guess what? You can tell someone how to run or sell their puppies.
Yeah.
Number two, it could depends on the puppy DNA and all
Yeah.
of that.
That's true.
Charity is loaded with DNA.
Yeah.
She worth way more than 4,000.
True. And is it
Way more than
true? It's
4,000.
very
You
insulting. True.
understand?
Yeah.
So when we say, oh, she's 4,000, and then because a different leader we went down on the price, and
Yeah.
look,
And y'all, not just a different litter, an older litter, males, and two males that doesn't have Charity's DNA. It's so insulting. But it's mind blowing because it comes from a family who say they respect us. And again, that's why the topic of today is, how deep is your love? Do you love yourself and love other people? And I hope the family is watching, because I feel like a lot of times breeders don't speak on the shady side of the business. We just some of us. You have your ID?
you put in my wallet.
Oh God, did you take it out at home? Do you remember taking it out for any reason?
Oh, I left my keys and my wallet.
Can you show them a picture?
No.
Let me. Okay, what are we gonna do? Can you talk to them?
Nah, and I say I would have put my old driver's license here and I didn't.
Mm, give me your mic, baby. Just try to go talk to them. Okay, y'all. So let me say this. Okay.
Send a picture of my driver's license.
Okay, I'll do that now. Okay, baby. We're gonna try to let Trust get out the car. The reason why my husband is so upset is because although we are a new business, we put a lot of time, energy, and effort into our business. We don't charge people what the market value of dogs are. And this is a passion project for me, and my husband supports me in it. This is a passion project. I've gotten scammed out of maybe over $40,000 just trying to have a compassion pet as a veteran. So I said, if I ever got an opportunity to breed dogs, I would do it, and I would do it with integrity. I wouldn't scam people out of money for the sake of making a dollar. We would run a transparent business, bearing our souls, trying to help veteran families and other civilian families. That's why we show you guys everything. We have nothing to hide. But it's very insulting when somebody who says that they love you, respect you, they honor your business practice and this, that, whatever, feels slighted that they would be under contract for charity at the $4,000 price point, but then be offended that they have heard us say we are selling RFB and YouTube at the $1,500 price point. How is that offensive to you? That is also why I made a video explaining respectfully before any of this aired out. I made a video explaining that nobody should feel slighted that we have since reduced the price of the puppies, because here are the reasons why. I was feeling in my spirit that this was going to happen. And I told Babe, did you put Trust window down, Babe? Mm. They told you no? Mm-hmm. You had to cancel the shift? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Everything happened for a reason. It's going to be okay. Yeah. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. If we have to take a breather, go get ice cream, everything happens for a reason. And the weather is getting bad.
We got some stuff to do anyway, so we could go back home.
Okay. So I was just sharing with them that remember when I made the video and I said nobody should feel slighted that we have reduced the price on the puppies, because that's a loss we're taking. Like how and let me say this too, because I responded to the family and I said that's not how business works. We have to pay the difference. Y'all, when businesses give you something for free, when businesses discount something, they're taking a loss. All of the things that we do for our members and our mods, we're taking the loss on that. Like anything that a business does for someone else that they're not getting paid for, they're paying for it. All of the live streams that we do that we're not making money from, we're paying for that with our time because we cannot pay ourselves for the work that we're doing. Every shirt that we give away for free, every product that we give away for free, every ounce of love and dedication and care that we're putting into our animals that we will never get paid for, we're paying for that. So it's just so blasphemous for somebody to feel slighted that they're under contract for a $4,000 female fluffy carrying Frenchie that also carries Isabella and so many other things, and you never once called us to have a conversation. It blows my mind. You never once called us to have a conversation with us about how you feel. Every time we call you, you don't answer the phone. Every time we text you, you never respond. When and
But
then
how
if you
much time they say they're gonna call?
and so that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And y'all already know we don't even do this, but it comes a point in life and in business where you have to confront people and you have to then share how you feel in a respectful manner because people really will treat you any kind of way sometimes when you don't stand up for yourself. And we're not saying that we won't find Charity a great home. Either she stays with us because she's a beautiful dog, or we do find her the great home, the best home possible. But that's not why we're making today's video. We're making today's video to expose the craziness and the I guess the uncertainties of business. We understand, hey, that's business. Some people make agreements, they have contractual agreements, they pull out. That's fine. But don't say you feel slighted or we're trying to do something to hurt you, your family, take money out of you. You can't, no one can ever say that. No one can ever say that because the amount of money that we lose on the daily, the amount of money that we have put into our program and our dogs that our kids will never see back, we're lo- we're losing. So it's just so crazy how, again, people can say they respect you but they don't. And if y'all wanted us to run a business where we giving away dogs, then find us a government contract that will then support us to give away dogs. That's what I would say to that. Businesses have to make money. I'm not sure why people feel like they can keep getting a handout. Businesses have to make money. That's business. Dog breeding is not a hobby for us. Dog breeding became an opportunity to help our family get out of debt, stay out of debt, and then teach other families how to do the same thing. Even though the economy is bad right now, we're not in a position to give away dogs. That's why we mark down RFB and YouTube, which are also males, and they have a different bloodline, and they are Dream's retirement litter. We didn't want to give them away. We have to make something back. So I just don't understand why it's a problem when a business is trying to make money. I don't can you help me understand why everybody else can make money, but the people you love and so respect? I don't
But
understand
but
it.
but but not only that, not only that, nobody shouldn't be complaining about a $4,000 female Frenchie when you're gonna use that female for your breeding business, right? Who's going to produce more than one litter for you, right? Just imagine if that one Frenchie give you at least 10 puppies and you sell back one of that puppy for 4,000. You already make back that 4,000 you pay for her, right? Exactly.
It's just crazy. And what's also crazy too, y'all, I see what's going on in the chat. Just try to ignore it. Some people are just not happy in life, and that's okay. But what is also so crazy too is that we do it to the people we say we love and respect. When you can see another breeder online with 50,000 followers gladly pay him or her $10,000, $15,000 for a dog that's probably
No
dirty.
question asked.
Yeah, no questions asked. That's probably dirty, have carriers of genetic disorders, and because of the stud or because of this, that you would gladly pay somebody you don't know and who doesn't know you $10,000 to $15,000 for a dog that's not even quality. But you see a veteran owned business, a husband and a wife raising their kids in their home, raising the dogs with the kids, and can't even pay three to $4,000 for a quality bred dog. But somebody would gladly go pay $10,000 to $15,000 for a less of a quality of a dog, and the dog dirty. Explain it. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. But again, we do it to each other. And that's why we go live. That's why we have these conversations, is because we have to get out of that mentality. It's crabs in a bucket. We have to get out of the crabs in a bucket mentality. And that's also why last week we had a live stream where I was talking about, do you want to see your friends broke? Because if you don't want to see your friends broke, then why not support your friends? If your friend has a t-shirt company and only charging $20, why would you go to the mall and pay $120 for the same shirt? It doesn't make any sense. But again, it's the people that say they love you, that they respect you, and all this and that. I don't understand it. Maybe I will never understand it. It's not for me to understand. But I hate to see my husband upset or feeling away in business, because I feel like it's my job to protect him in that way, because he decided to come into this business with me. He could have very well said, okay, babe, that's your thing. Dogs are just not my thing. So, I'm going to just let you do your thing. But no, he said that he would willingly join me in this business venture, and we would do it 100% of the way. And God will make a way for our business. And now we look up, y'all, we done got scammed, okay, out of thousands of dollars. We've had to replace dogs time and time again because of poor quality, and we've continued to breed with our head held down. And now we say no, no more. When things, y'all, that's crazy. When things happen in the business, we gonna talk about it, because I feel like people feel like they can bully you into doing what they want you to do, and that's crazy. That you, y'all, and hold on. Let me say this too, because this is crazy. Let me say this too. This is where respect comes in as well, because we're nice, because we're respectful, because we honor people, and we try not to tear people down or quote unquote expose people. Don't send us an 8-page email thinking that we have time to digest complaints and
That,
inconsistencies with truth.
because they're not
And
helping us.
it doesn't.
It's
when
not
you could
doing
have
nothing
picked up
for us.
when you could have picked up the phone and had an adult conversation, an uncomfortable conversation, to say, hey, I feel a way that y'all are now selling dogs for $1,500. Can we talk about it? I would have much respected that response than having to deal with an avoidant personality. I don't like to do business that way. But for us to then for us to make time to entertain foolishness, for us to make time to entertain having to read and sift through 20 minutes of nonsense and just unnecessary, it's just like
Mr.
could we,
Valerie.
yeah, maybe, yeah, no problem, Bliss. It's like, could we have handled this a different way? But y'all, needless to say, that is what happened with Charity. That's why Charity is now available. And I mean, I like it. I think it's a challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I take it on as a challenge.
All
It's
right.
like, okay, Well, let's try to, let's take better pictures. Let's market Charity. She's a beautiful dog. Like let's put her out there and see, where she goes. And
But the strange thing, another thing I look at, if we ever had to move, right?
yeah,
We weren't able to bring the dogs with us, right?
right.
So if we had to rehome them, whatever we had to do, and if we had to uh, start back up our business later on, right?
Yeah.
Where do you think the first place we will start going to look to buy French
To
Bulldog?
our puppy homes.
Because we know already it's quality. We
Exactly.
know they're 6 panel health clear. We know they're healthy.
Yeah.
So we will go back and invest in the same people who
Yeah.
invest in us.
Right. Break, baby. Break.
I see. I see.
Yeah. Exactly. But some people would rather burn a bridge, and it's truly unfortunate because we don't treat people that way. I don't even look at people that way, because y'all, we don't ask people for anything. As y'all can see, hard times, good times, we grind it out. It's literally, y'all, it's just me and my husband, y'all. It's just me and my husband. And sometimes when I look around and I'm like, wow, this man is recovering from eye surgery.
But you
And
know what? You see, God don't sleep. Because let me say something. What people don't realize, right? If you think you're gonna have a litter of puppies and your puppies is not selling, you have 6, 7 puppies. You think you're gonna hold those 6, 7 puppies for 1, 2, 3 years? Huh? For the same price? Come on. You on and then still have another litter again? Come on. We ain't plan to hold no puppies for 6, 7, 8 months.
yeah,
That's not our strategy at all.
yeah,
All
you
right?
you spend more money.
You spend exactly. So I'm just saying it, pushing it out there. All right? That's just a little hint and tip. If your
All right,
puppies ain't
Ruby.
selling, right? You have a litter, you have 6 puppies. At 8 weeks, none of your puppies get reserved. How long you gonna keep those puppies at that same price before you reduce your price?
Yeah, because if you look at any business, any big brand, even Nike has wonderful products, new releases that are on clearance. So, go to Nike, go to Nordstrom, go to Saks Fifth, go to Louis Vuitton, go to Versace. Everybody has clearance. So, who are we as a business to think that we would never, ever, ever have to reduce the prices of our product? Even though it's a live product, it's still a product. So again, it's like people who say they know business and do business, clearly you don't. Because if you know business, then you know that every product doesn't sell the same way. Every season will be different. So it's just, y'all, it's truly
But
unfortunate.
look, if we was pricing our puppies by color,
Yeah.
by DNA, if we was going by DNA, our puppies will be 8, 10, 15K.
But not only that, I'm gonna say this, I've never said this before, but I'll say it now. People try to take advantage of us because of our current more affordable pricing, right? Right? You don't mind paying $3,000 to $4,000 for a quality pup, but you intend to sell your puppies for 5,000 and 6,000. Just hear me out. They will buy an affordable puppy from us and then intend to flip but as you should. That's business. That's business. That's the cost of doing business. But why not respectfully take your item, right? Respect the business principle, practice, whatever. And if you don't respect it, it's fine. It's fine. Take your time, your energy, and effort somewhere else. That's fine. But you don't have to bog down another business with your complaints, with your emotion, with your inconsistencies, because who has time for that? Y'all, if I went to Mercedes Benz right now today, if I told my husband, babe, take me to the dealership, and because I want a Benz so bad, knowing I cannot afford one. Even if I could afford one, okay, I'm a married mom entrepreneur. The business is struggling. Why would you go buy a Benz right now, ma'am? But let's just say hypothetically, I took my husband to the dealership, and I said, babe, because I want this car, let's go to the dealership. Let me get this car. And they're like, oh, ma'am, yeah, this Benz right here is gonna be 75,000. And I'm telling you, oh, I only got 45. I only got okay, when the people say, ma'am, I understand you only have 45, but it's 75. They're gonna come down on their price for you, for me. Do you think the salesman at Mercedes Benz will come down on this price for me? Because I want the product and I feel like I deserve the product, that's not how business works. It's not how business works. If the price of the product is 75, ma'am, and you only have 45, that's on you. That's not on me. That's why I don't understand why we do it to our family and our friends. If you wouldn't go to Mercedes Benz and do it and send them an 8-page long email about your feelings, why do it to us? I don't understand. I don't understand. That's why it can't be respect. Like, I don't understand. It can't be respect because people tend to people tend to respect strangers more than they respect people that they say they know and love.
Yeah.
But y'all, that's really all that I have today. I really hate that we had to bring this information to you, but I also love that we were able to get it off of our chest and do it in a respectful way. And I don't know who needed to hear it. I don't know what business owners are in the chat, but let your price be your price. If you are in a high value market, let your price be your price. If you decide to come down on your high value products, let your price be your price. And if people are not willing to honor your price, that's fine. You will attract the type of clients who respect you, who love you, and who want to do business with you in time. In time, right? So while there are a whole lot of people out here scamming people, doing whatever they want, saying whatever they want to get a sale, whether it's a puppy or a product or whatever it is, don't be like them. Don't let people who have weird business practices corrupt you. You just keep doing the right thing. You just keep doing what God told you to do. And then you know what? In a year or two, you'll look up and see that your bills are paid. Your family is out of debt. You're on vacations. You're able to live the life of your dreams because you honor God first. And in tough business situations and challenges, even in marriage, even in parenthood, I always have to remember that my journey and my road or our road might take a little longer to get the desired outcome that we want, but it's okay. It's okay because delayed gratification is much better than instant gratification. Because anything that you get really, really, really fast that you might not have had to work for, it won't last. But I'll have babe close us out, y'all.
No,
Close us
you
out, my
you
baby.
could close because look, there's so much that I could say, but again, we're running a professional veteran on business, and as I said, I'm gonna keep it straightforward, respectfully. I just say, leave it as that, and that's it. I won't speak on it after today again, but I just leave it as that. But it's so much more I could say.
Wow. And Louise says sometimes you have to fire your customer.
Hmm.
But no, y'all, that's true. And in my hairstyling days, y'all, I'm not gonna lie. There were a couple families that I had to say, I'm sorry, but I cannot do your child's hair anymore because I could lose my license by her acting like I'm braiding her hair too tight, or her acting like I'm a burner. Her. I'm sorry, I love your family, but I will not be able to do your baby's hair anymore. That protects you and that protects that client. When people show you too many inconsistencies, sometimes their money is not even worth it. That money will come with so many headaches down the line, because sometimes those are the same people who will try to find something wrong with the dog. The dog could be in perfect health, but all money is not good money, y'all. Just remember that. But that's all that we have for today. I just wanted to clear up some things. Hi Zaza. I'm not sure if the service has been the best, but y'all, we're doing business honestly, and we are trying to be as transparent as we possibly can with our business for our kids. We treat people right so people won't treat our kids wrong. That's why we care so much about how we conduct ourselves as a married couple, as parents, and as business owners. We don't want our kids to pay for the decisions that we've made. We don't want trust and assured to then get scammed because we were scamming people in our adult age. We don't want people to take advantage of our kids because that's karma coming back around.
Exactly.
Yeah, now will things happen in life? Yes, it's out of our control. But what I'm saying is we don't want to do things to people, to other people's children, and then have those same things done to our children. But we're speaking out against it today because the nonsense has to stop, and we're not going to tolerate it.
Yeah.
And if the family is ghost watching, that's fine too. But I hope that you heard our hearts today, and I hope that you will willingly accept. If that's how you feel, you sent the email, we replied, you have not. You have not replied. You have not called us back. You have not tried to have a mature conversation to reach some type of agreement or resolution. It's fine. We simply don't have to do business. We thank you for the puppy that you purchased previously, and if y'all have decided to take a turn in your business, that's fine too. However, we're really busy people, and just like we respect everybody else's time, we simply want people to respect our time. That's why when Blissful Fun is in the chat, she always says, hey, you can call the family if you are interested in puppies, but please be respectful. Serious inquiries only. That's why people have policies like that. I can't business advice. I can't call Amazon and ask them 100 questions on how to run my business. You That's why people have business programs and business educational training. I can't call another institution and expect them to mentor me, lead me, and guide me. That's time that they're taking away from their business. So I just feel like, y'all, I feel like dog breeders get disrespected so much. It is atrocious and it's insane. Why do you think we have time to sit on the phone and mentor you, and we have memberships? Why do people think that they can call us and bog down our time and have us answer this question, have us answer that question, but you won't join a live stream? You won't join a live stream to have your questions answered. So we want to invest in people who invest into themselves. We don't want to constantly have to put out this fire and put out that fire and suffice this person, and oh, this person feel this way, but it's y'all, listen, it's too much. It's too much. And we're not just talking about the charity situation today. We're talking about a myriad of business struggles that we've had that we haven't spoken on, and some we probably won't ever speak on. But the sensitivity is so unattractive, and the the well, why they on that person live, they not on my live? Like it, y'all, it gotta
But
stop.
you see, the whole thing about it is, I don't understand. And I just break it down just now, like how I'm gonna get in my feelings for Toyota selling me this Toyota Highlander for 55,000, and then next month they take off 10,000 off of it and selling it for
Hold on,
45.
even better, even better. How am I gonna get in my feelings for me buying a 2025 Toyota Highlander for 55,000, but our neighbor buying a 2023 for 45. It's no comparison. If you if we want to run it, it's no compare. Why do you think you will pay the same price for a newer model car? That and there are so many things about life and about business that I don't understand, and I'm so happy we have
Okay,
the married.
Bliss.
We have the okay, Bliss. I'm so happy we now have the Married Mom Entrepreneur live stream to talk about it because y'all, we have to become smarter, we have to become wiser, we have to start making better decisions. I love my husband, I respect my husband. He loves me, he respects me. Whenever we make a decision in our lives and in business, it's for our kids. How embarrassing is it for a social media channel to have 100,000 subscribers and can't sell $1,500 puppies? Imagine. It's embarrassing enough. So the fact that we come live and say, okay, y'all, we have two puppies available, they're $1,500. Do you think we're trying to slight someone by reducing our prices? It's hurtful to us. It's embarrassing for us. We put a lot of time, energy, and effort into our media business to promote the puppies. So we're not trying to slight you. We're not marking puppies down to slight anybody. We're trying to do the best thing that we can do for our business and our family. Because again, the whole point of all of this, having a veteran owned business, having a media company now, is to get out of debt, to stay out of debt, and then teach other families how to do the same thing. That is why we do what we do. That's why Babe is so consistent.
Because when to be honest, when my wife sent me a text, again, I went to Jacksonville to meet my family to organize the burial for my uncle.
Yeah,
When my wife sent me the text, I had to jump on the phone, find a way, and
yeah.
call her one time
He
because
stepped out from the
because
family.
it's like you pull out from a contract because we lower some of our puppy price.
That's not even in your litter.
That's not even in your leader.
Right.
Like, come on. I show babes the other day this guy on TikTok. It got a lot of breeders on TikTok, right? They go live sometimes 10 times a day trying to sell the puppy. This one guy got 3 liters on the ground. The same exact litter. This puppy, the same exact litter. This puppy is 12,000.
Yeah.
This puppy is 2005.
Yeah.
He know why he's selling this puppy 12,000.
Yeah.
It could be the DNA. It could be the type of puppy. It could be a fluffy carrier.
Mhm.
He know why. He knows the value of this puppy from this puppy.
Yeah.
So no one shouldn't get angry or feel go in their feelings if we selling a puppy for 4,000 and we selling these puppies for 1,005.
Yeah.
It's business,
It's business.
straight like that.
Yeah.
And I will continue saying it. You can't go to Toyota today and buy a Toyota for 55,000, and next month when Toyota say, "Hey, we have a sale," they ain't say, but our neighbors say, "You know what? I just bought a Toyota Highlander like you all own for 45,000." I say, "What? 45?
Yeah.
But we just pay 55." Oh, let me go to Toyota.
For what?
For what?
Because you signed a contract.
Come on.
You signed a
If
contract.
Toyota put the vehicle on a sale for a month later, you can't do nothing about that.
Yeah. But y'all, honestly, we had another conversation too about if you want to see your friends broke and if you don't want to see your friends broke, why don't you support your friends? And I said, what is customer loyalty? Because that came up as well. And we've never talked about this on the channel before, but maybe we should. What is customer loyalty? And how do you define loyalty? How do you deem that a customer is loyal? In my opinion, I'll answer and I want Babe to answer too. Customer loyalty is not buying a product from somebody once. I can't say that I'm loyal to Amazon and I've only bought something. I've only bought a TV from Amazon. I'm so loyal to Amazon. I'm so loyal to Amazon. I bought one TV from Amazon. I just feel like I'm just so loyal to Amazon. That y'all, that's not loyalty. How I go on one date with this man. I never talk to him again. He never sees me again. When he calls me, I don't respond. I'm loyal to him. We're now in a marriage because we went on one date. This is now my husband because he took me out on one date and then I ghosted him after. Y'all, that's not customer loyalty. I feel like in the dog breeding world, I feel like there are so many terms that are kind of like thrown around and people don't know what they're talking about, and they want you to feel bad for them. They want you to now adopt the weird philosophies that they have created in their minds, or this facade of a world that they live in. And when you put your foot down and you say, no, this is how we run business, this is how we do things over here, it becomes a problem. But why? Y'all know on the Married Mom Entrepreneur Live, I'm X
Listen,
Y. What's customer loyalty to you, babe?
I ain't even know at
Uh-oh.
this point.
Uh-oh.
Maybe I don't know if you have any,
No, no,
but
no. You're loyal to Toyota. I know that for a fact. You
yes.
don't, Babe doesn't listen. Babe he won't even look at another brand of car.
Look at
And your
this.
loyalty to you're loyal to Amazon. I would say that too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
listen to me. And that's what I love about my wife, guys.
What's
The
up, Liz?
same effort I would put in today, tomorrow, next year, in the future to make sure our family is okay, she will put the same effort.
Yeah.
And it's things like these will make us stronger and stronger, right? Because I'm telling you, we don't really come on the live and vent and talk
No.
about certain stuff, but this one, we doing it respectfully, but we have to get it out on our chest. You understand?
Well, I also think
Because
it's a teaching moment.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, because it's like we run a clean business. We never try to boycott anybody or
Yeah.
do any bad business. Look, first of all, when we start the business, we invested over 40 something thousand. We start to learn about all the genetics of the
Yeah.
dogs and all of that. Then guess what? We had dirty dogs.
Yeah.
We didn't know
Well, it was carriers.
they were
Yeah.
carriers,
They were
actually,
carriers. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Can you breed them? Yes, you can. But we're not gonna do that. We don't want to give nobody no carrier.
Yeah.
We don't want nobody come back later and say, "Oh, my dog got this." No, we have to get rid of those dogs
Yeah.
and invest more money into the business again.
Yeah.
That's why our dogs are 6 panel health clear,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
We make sure guarantee our dog, we selling your dog 6 panel health clear,
Yeah.
right? But all that we do go live and show and all of that, I don't know. Sometimes 2:12, 3 o'clock in the morning, my eyes could hardly open. I still gotta feed those puppies,
Yeah.
right? If my wife wants something, I still look. Don't matter how dog tired I is. If my wife wants something or my kids want anything, I will get up and go get it for them. Don't matter, and they will do the same for me.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
sometimes I feel like people don't respect the work and effort you put into your business and product, and respect the decision you make in your business. You understand? That's why I say everybody run their business different.
Yeah.
I can come and tell you, look, I can come and tell you, oh, why you selling this puppy for 12,000 in this litter, but he's 2005?
Right.
I can't come questioning you like that.
Well,
I mean,
well,
I mean,
even
I mean,
I was
I
about to
mean,
say if and if you do allow the person to respond.
yeah.
Don't right. If you have questions, ask the questions, but don't assume that you
Mm-hmm.
know.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
True.
And that's proper communication in business. Don't assume that you know why a business owner is doing this in their business or that in their business, and you feel away because of that. And that, ask questions. That's why we go live. That's why we share our journey. That's why we tell y'all how much stuff costs. That's why we tell you how much money we've lost, how much money we've invested, the things that we're working on, the projects that we are, the sponsorships we're trying to get to enhance a bit. That's why we share so much about our business. We're literally building a family business in public. But for people who don't know how business works, then they'll try to come and attack your business because they're trying to run their business, and that's okay. Everybody is not your customer. Everybody is not your customer. That's okay. People will say they love you today and hate you tomorrow. People will follow you today and unfollow you the next. It's all of that is okay. All of that is okay. That's business.
And that's why I always tell my wife when I meet her, a lot of these stuff, I don't get disappointed.
Yeah.
I don't get disappointed. You know why? It's people.
Yeah.
You understand? It's mankind.
Yeah.
You understand?
And
God.
we're guilty of it too. We're not exempting ourselves.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
We're not exempting ourselves from not making the best decisions, not making wise decisions, not even communicating respectfully as husband and wife. We're not exempt from making poor decisions either. But what we're saying though, as a company, as a business, in year two, y'all, we want to make more money this year in our business. We have taken such a loss this whelping season, this breeding season. We've lost more money than what we've gained. However, we're not going to stop. We're not going to give up. Why? Because of one client, one bad client? No. Because of a couple puppies didn't sell? No. Because we lost, so many dogs this season? No. The business still has to continue. And I'm a firm believer that And I am a firm believer that only the strong survives. So if you guys want to learn how to build a business, a successful business, be here for the long ride. And I tell my husband that all the time. Be here for the long ride. Y'all, listen, for those of you who may be watching us and you might wonder, why do they share so much? Like, why do they show so? It's so weird. Like, why do they show themselves whelping? Why do they show the puppies passing away? Why do they show even the dogs not selling? That's embarrassing. It is embarrassing. But guess what? We show it because nobody showed us.
Exactly.
So now, anyone watching who wants to get into breeding, or who might be interested in even buying a puppy from us, now you see the work. You see the work being put in. So now one day, when the business can sustain itself, and when we can sell our little puppy babies at the market value, you see the work that we put in. And then now you can make the informed decision to either buy the little puppy baby or not. That's it.
Yeah, Bliss, I can put some eye drop in it in a minute. It's doing okay, but I about to put
Listen,
some eye drop. And case say once you don't put an expectation on something,
let me put the phone right here, babe.
once you don't put an expectation on something, you won't be disappointed.
Well, I just feel like as normal human beings, you expect people to love you. You expect people to respect you, because who wouldn't, right? Like, we're running a business. If someone calls me and wants to hear what available, I would expect you to listen. I would expect you to be respectful. I'm gonna be respectful. So I feel like it's very natural for us to have expectations. Like, this is my husband. I expect him to love me. I expect him to, respect me. I expect him to be a great father to our kids. Those are my expectations. I'm sure he respects me. He expects me to be a good wife. He expects me to be a good mother. He expects me to take care of him, right? Now, I don't always meet those expectations because of my human shortcomings. That's a very natural thing, too. He might not always meet my expectations, but I love him. I'm not going to give up on him,
Mhm.
just like our kids. Okay, trust is two, the baby's one. I expect them to listen, but will they? No, they're kids.
Why the quality?
I'm not sure. It could be your phone too. But what's up, Les? But yeah, y'all, we was just getting some stuff off of our hearts today. Honestly, not even I hope it didn't come off hateful because I don't have any hate in my heart. You know, I still wish the family well in whatever they choose to do. But I just ask that people be respectful because we haven't disrespected anyone. And if if you have bought a puppy from us for any amount of money, and now you see us selling puppies for $1,500, we're taking the loss. Nobody's getting over. We have to pay the difference in that. But that's really all I have to say for my part as a married mom entrepreneur because yeah, we have so much to do. Okay, we have so much to do today, and babe was literally trying to go work,
All right,
and
Velvic
he left
said,
his wallet.
yeah, you see, man, hey, I was just going to do a job and left my wallet, keys, everything. And the only reason the car started is because my wife had her keys.
Yeah,
But hey, that's life. You understand?
yeah. But
Again,
but you need to rest too.
yeah.
Yeah,
Velvic says the truth hurts sometimes. That's the only way we learn is to talk about it.
that's true.
That's true. And look, you see me, Velvic, I'm a straightforward person. I gonna tell you what I gotta tell you. You understand? So if I'm
Respectfully.
respectfully, if
Yeah.
I'm doing business with you, look, if you're in Houston and I'm in Houston, if we can meet face to face, we gonna meet face to face. Or we go on the phone. I ain't sending you no text. All right. We can talk on the phone or we can meet face to face. Whatever it all depends on the type of business. You see what I'm saying? Look,
Yeah.
we are all human beings. I respect everybody who invests their hard-earned working money,
Yeah.
spend with our family. I respect that.
Yeah.
You understand?
Even
If you
gifts.
if you don't
Yeah.
like something, you have our business. We done business with you guys already, and
Yeah.
I'm not talking about the particular family alone. Anybody in
Anybody.
general,
Yeah.
take up the phone. You
Yeah.
call.
Cause you'll
We can
call for anything else.
w-
That's what I don't understand.
look. We could have worked out something. We could have worked out something
Or not.
simple
Or not.
or
Exactly.
not, because she she got great DNA. She is worth the
Charity.
price.
Yeah.
Charity.
She's
She
worth
could
more.
throw anything. She's worth more.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Charity is actually
She's
drain.
legit. Yeah.
She can throw anything.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's just the way, like look, my uncle passed. Um, my wife stayed back. She could have come with the kids. She stayed back. My neighbor, he was gonna. I had done tell him already that he's gonna look after the Frenchies. You understand? But the go home date was the Sunday. My uncle was burying the Friday. Then we had other stuff to do with family member. I was catching back the flight Sunday evening. My wife was going to handle all of that. And you see how God works? We still get a puppy sale that same weekend. You see how God
Yeah.
works?
What, the
The
same
same
day?
day.
Was it the
No,
same day?
no,
The
the
day
the
before?
day before.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's so
You
true.
see how God works?
Yeah, that's so true.
But
That's so true.
is no hard feeling or anything. You understand? It's been so much has hit our family and passed, and we just kind of ease it off.
Yeah.
But now I think that we need to just
Talk about
talk
it.
about it and
Yeah.
say something about it. You understand?
Yeah.
Because if you don't, it's gonna just continue and moving forward. It's straight like that. That's why I like how my wife do business.
Yeah.
You could be her best friend. And look, right now y'all realize my voice get really, really low and soft. So listen to this very carefully. We got 44 people now on the chat. Listen to this very carefully. It could be your best friend. Your best friend. Thank you, Velvet. Your best
Thank you,
friend.
Velvet.
Listen to this. It could be your best friend. It could be your mom. It could be your dad. When you're doing business,
Hey,
make sure you have that paperwork.
yeah,
Make sure you have that paperwork.
yeah. That's the only thing that protects you in
In
business.
February, for my birthday and our wedding anniversary, we went to the Virgin Islands. Make sure you do that paperwork.
Yeah.
It ain't nothing about, oh, you my sister, you
Mm-mm.
with me and my wife, that's fine.
Well,
No,
our is
yeah,
okay.
exactly.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
mother, brother, sister, uncle, auntie,
Mm.
paperwork.
Yeah.
Don't let them tell you, oh, we family, we fam, it's all right, man.
Mm-mm.
No. Or
Mm-mm.
let your sister tell you, oh, it's all right, man. We sister, we brothers, that's cool, man. No,
Mm-mm.
paperwork. All
Yeah.
right. Always remember, do that paperwork.
Yeah.
Okay?
And it's not to say what happened. It's not to say that you don't love them and they don't love you. Oh, it's like it's not to say you don't love them and they don't love you. It's to protect you, y'all, your family, your friends, people who say they love you and hurt you. People who say they love you and care about you. They'll be the fastest to hurt you. Service. Oh, okay, we back.
All right. Make sure you know what you're putting in that paperwork. You got to be careful. So make sure that everything you're going to put in that paperwork, you put in that paperwork, because once that paperwork is signed,
That's it.
that's it. You can't go back when anything go wrong.
Yeah.
So that's why the way my wife set up our business and our contract is straightforward, and
Yeah.
that's it. Don't matter what,
Yeah.
right? Don't matter what you're going through, we're gonna stick to that contract.
That's
That's
it.
it.
And we give grace. Y'all, listen, there's so much I could say. We don't even have time. We give grace. We don't even, y'all, we ain't even trying to get the most money. Y'all, we would have been out of debt. We would have been out of debt 10 times over. And it breaks my heart when I think about it. Y'all, we bought dogs to help people pay their bills. We've tried to support people in their business and we end up losing in our business. We've bought products that we know we won't use. We've sent furniture. I mean, it just like, and we don't regret it because it was all a lesson. It was all a lesson. But when we look up and now when we need, baby, I can only look to my left and my right.
Hmm.
I can only look to my husband and my kids. When I look up and my husband is now recovering from eye surgery, I still have to cook. I still have two kids to take care of. At the time, we still had 7 French Bulldogs to take care of. Nobody's in the house helping me cook. Nobody's in the house making sure my husband is good. Nobody's in the house watching the kids. Nobody's coming to look after the dogs. It's me and this man next to me. So, so for people to think I would go against my husband to appease them is crazy to me. It's crazy to me. We started this business to retire him. That's why I'm going back into the workforce to get a 6-figure job to retire my husband because all that he's done to help me live my dreams. So I feel like it's only right now that I go back into the workforce so that he can get a break, so that he can get an ease up. Yeah, I've been on break for about 4 years now since getting bad. Babe, it keep going out. Okay, we might have to back up. Y'all, the service is bad. But that was the first real, like, maybe exhausting day that I had when he went out of town. So when people attack the business or when they attack our morale or when they just do like weird stuff, it's like, bro, keep that to yourself because I could really care less. Like, keep that to yourself because the blood, sweat, and tears that this man has put into this business with me to help me live my dream, and the business isn't profitable, Please save your feelings. Because if we started sharing our feelings, no one would like it.
Hmm.
If we started pricing these dogs at the $10,000 or the $12,000 that they're really worth,
They're
the
gonna say we
15,
crazy.
but when other breeders do it, they respect it and they buy them.
Hmm.
I strongly feel like when you step out on faith to show people that you care, to show people that you love, to show people that you won't bend a break, it's like they either they think you're crazy or they try to get over on you. But the people that scamming, lying, cheating, and stealing, some people would gladly do business with them and not ask any questions. But it's normally the people who say they love you. But that's why y'all we're not phased by a whole lot. We've seen too much. We're not phased by a whole lot because it will literally be the people who say they love and respect you. It will literally be them that's trying to plot against you, that's watching, trying to trick and scheme, that's trying to get what they could get, that's trying to bargain and brag. And it's like, okay, just because we haven't said anything doesn't mean we haven't seen it. Just because we haven't exposed you or stopped and taking your phone call doesn't mean we don't know how you feel about us. And my husband had to teach me that. Babe, still answer the phone. Babe, still love. Babe, still forgive. It's okay. They People are trying to do this, trying to do that. Okay, babe, still support,
And
still
and,
keep
and,
showing
and
up.
and that's why I said Monday. One of the first thing, if y'all realize, I said on the live, we gotta live like how God would want us to live.
That's true.
We gotta forgive each other. We gotta start loving each other.
Yeah,
We gotta live the way he would want us to live. You understand?
that's true.
Do we make mistake? Do we go back? And yes, yes, we are human beings, right?
Yeah.
But still, we got to start living the way that he would want us to live. And if every time we go to do something and we remember or put that in our head and our mentality and say, is that how God would want me to live?
Mm-hmm.
Is that the way God is that how God would want me to do this?
Yeah.
Is that how God would want me to treat my sister?
Yeah.
Is that how God would want me to treat my brother?
Right.
You see, if
Right.
we start looking at it that way, each
Right.
and every day, everything we do, if we start applying it like that, I'm telling you. And I'm not saying that everything is just gonna, but then again, that's where it comes in consistency. So if you continue practicing and put it in practice,
That's good.
eventually it will get there.
Yeah.
It's just like having faith. You understand? It's just like reading your Bible every day.
Yeah.
You understand? If you take a moment and put that Bible aside for 2, 3 weeks, you feel a little detached.
Yeah.
You feel like you're a little away from Him, right?
Yeah.
But as
Mm.
soon as you come back and you open your Bible, you start read, you
Yeah.
start sing, you start praise, you start worship Him again.
Yeah.
You get back.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
that's where the consistency come again.
Yeah.
And trust me,
Oh, you scared me.
this week, I'm trying by Thursday
Oh
to
yeah.
Saturday. I'm trying to show you guys the design. We got to launch that shit. That
Yeah.
shit got to come out. Consistency.
Yeah.
Because again, we got to start loving our brother. We got to start checking up on our brothers and sisters. We got to forgive each other.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm just going to leave that with you guys. I will
Yeah.
see you guys tomorrow morning, God's Spear. Also, the plaque. We planning to show you guys the plaque. We about to go inside. We about to do a
Photo shoot.
photo shoot with the two puppies. We're gonna keep advertising, pushing the two puppies.
Yeah.
They are two different price. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So YouTube is one price, charity is another price. They are not the same price,
Right.
and that's what it is.
Right.
All right, guys. We love you guys so much. Thanks. Let me see. Velvet King said thank you. Go, that's the truth. Yes, it is. God can give us anything if we follow him. That's it. That's it. That's it. You understand?
Mhm.
It's just the mentality. If you wake up every day, right? Telling yourself, man, I can't get rich. I can't get a job. I can't. That's the mentality. That's what's gonna happen. But if you wake up every day and you're saying, oh, I want to get closer to God, but you're not making the step or the movement to get closer to him, how you gonna get closer to him?
Right.
Come on.
You have to be consistent.
You have
No
to.
different than my husband and I. If I say I love this man and he in one room, I'm in another room, we never talk, that's not love. It doesn't matter if he hurt me. That's my husband. So I have to spend time with him, right? I have to forgive him, right? We have to communicate. We have to be intimate. We have to work together. We have to live together. We have to learn how to be together. That is love.
Watch this. Monday again, every day, every time I
Bless you,
go
baby.
live, I talk about consistency. And I always say if we have one person watching, 1,000 people watching, I want at least one person to get it.
Mm-hmm.
Upper Deck Frenchie LLC said, bro, I love the consistency. I love it. Upper Deck went live Monday for the first time, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Upper Deck went live today again
Yeah.
for day 2, right?
Yeah.
Maybe he's gonna try to go live tomorrow again, but at least he's putting the effort already
To be
to
consistent.
to be consistent,
Mm-hmm.
and by him putting in the effort, he will see the results.
And it doesn't feel good in the beginning. It won't feel good in the beginning.
Hey, stop.
Babe, your mic. But it won't, it might not feel good in the beginning. You might be a little confused in the beginning. That's okay. It's okay. But it's also okay to be uncomfortable being consistent. When you first go to the gym, your body's going to be sore. Your body will ache. You might not know how to work out. You might not know what exercises to do. You might not know what fat pockets to target. You might not even know how to use the gym equipment. But over time, right, you consistently going to the gym, you learn how to work out. You learn what exercises you like.
And you're
You
gonna lose the weight, because if you say you want to lose 10 pounds, the
yeah.
more you go, the more you be consistent, you will lose the 10
And
pounds.
then not just lose the weight, but then you will learn to love going. Like then you will fall in love with being consistent
Yeah.
at being consistent. So y'all, that's our spiel for today. I'm actually very proud of my husband
Okay,
for sharing.
Frenchie.
Oh, I thought you were trying to give it to
No,
me.
no, sorry,
Okay.
baby.
Yes,
Okay,
okay.
Frenchie, look, we got it.
Yeah, two.
Two. One
Yeah.
gonna be in my pocket, one gonna be in here. All right,
We
thank
gotta
you. I
we
appreciate it.
gotta use it. Let me
I'm
see.
gonna let you guys know if it work. All right, so this is for the dog while I'm doing the delivery.
What did it say? Does it is this
You have to
air?
spray it hard. Yeah, it's air.
Oh, but
Uh-huh.
it doesn't have a solution in here?
I don't know. It's air, I think.
It says the dog starts barking. Use the hiss sound of the pet spray. Instructor to
When I
stop it.
try it, I'll let them know.
We should try it on the dogs. Okay. All right, y'all. We gotta go. Is this the one that's staying in the
Yeah.
car? Okay. Y'all, we have to go take care of the baby. But hopefully, you guys got something from our broadcast today. This was the daily, not daily. This was the Married Mom Entrepreneur live stream where we talked about how charity has since become available, how to deal with difficult clients, how to have uncomfortable conversations, but also how to respect people's business practices. You don't have to agree with what people decide to do in their business, but if you support someone, support, and if you don't, it's fine. Every client is not your client, and that's okay too. But y'all definitely for stay tuned too. Stay tuned for the video business update that we plan on releasing later on tonight. We have some major updates to share with you guys, and babe, tell them what you have coming up too on your part for daily dog dad duties? What you working on with the dogs?
You go.
I'm just saying, any updates?
Oh no, no, I
Okay.
gave them the update today
I
already.
wasn't able
And
to watch.
the update besides that is the shirt. Want to
Okay.
push the consistency shirt,
Okay.
because even when you guys purchase the shirt, I need y'all to wear the shirt. All right. When y'all wear the shirt, I need y'all to take a picture also of
Oh,
the
that'll be
shirt.
fire.
All right.
Yeah.
Everyone who purchased the shirt, I would appreciate if you guys send me a picture with you guys in the shirt. We can maybe do a nice little
Collage.
collage with the
Yeah.
shirt, a nice YouTube
Video.
video or reel and
Oh,
stuff.
that'll be
All right.
nice. Yeah. That'll
Okay.
be really nice.
How much is the shirt? 24.99.
Yes, 24.99. That's what we priced it at.
That's what we're pricing it at, twenty four ninety
And
nine.
if anything changes, we will let them know.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
your mic on, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. My
Okay,
mic is
so
on.
they hearing you. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah. Yep.
But guys, the design is beautiful. You are going to love it. All right, you all will love it. Look, the goal is before weekend to show you guys the design, and we're gonna start pushing the shirt. The color is gonna be black or white, but after that, if you guys want it in a different color, definitely you can let us know.
Yeah.
But I love the design. Can't wait. Also, the plaque. The goal is before we for the plaque we might not set. I think for the plaque we maybe could do an afternoon live and just open it.
Okay.
Yeah, I
That's
think that
fine.
will be it. We do an afternoon live and we show whoever missed seeing it, they can watch back the video, or we can show it maybe 2 3 days. It all depends how it go. All
Okay,
right.
cool. All right,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, those are two major projects that we're working on. And also securing a six-figure job for our business, y'all, to bring in some extra income, to support the business. But we need to open up our YouTube 100K plaque. We also need to launch our consistency new t-shirt design, and then yeah, we need to secure our six-figure income to support the business. So those are the three main projects. Oh, and of course, find homes for charity and YouTube.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what we have going on, and we'll keep you guys updated. But
All
that's
right,
it, huh?
guys. So we love you guys. We will see you guys tomorrow morning, God's Spirit. All right. Stay tuned for the Daily Dog Dad, where we're gonna be in the Puppy Palace. Again, that just we had to get that out,
Yeah,
and I know we're gonna get the love and support from you guys with that consistency shirt.
yeah, I'm
You
excited.
understand? I think that's the shirt that gonna be like really I think that's gonna be the
To
shirt that really take us
the next
to
level.
the next level.
Yeah,
Yeah, because the
yeah,
design is off the chain, and not only that, it has a big meaning behind of it. You
yeah,
understand?
yeah.
And the consistency is for you could use it
Anybody.
in so many different terms.
Yeah,
You see what I'm saying?
yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, that's in marriage, that's in parenthood, that's in school, that's in business, that's in life, that's in
everything.
yeah. Be consistent.
Yeah.
And whatever you say you want to do in life, be consistent at it. That way, it's nobody's fault if it doesn't work.
Yeah.
None of us can blame our parents. None of us can blame anybody if we don't be consistent at the things that we say we want to do. It's not anybody's fault at that point if you find yourself being inconsistent. But that's all I have.
All right, guys. So we love you guys. Thanks again. We appreciate you coming from the RFB family. All right. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Godspeed Life. Have a wonderful